Okay, so this is my simple sweets recipe, and I'm going to make several different things with basically the same recipe, just a couple of different tweaks. So the first thing I'm going to do is blueberry type muffins. So in there we've got some brown rice flour, or you could use white rice flour if you don't have brown rice flour. We've got some chickpea flour, we've got some baking soda and some baking powder. So do check the quantities on the recipe, the link will be below this video. In there we've got some blueberries, some applesauce, some vanilla essence, a touch of lemon juice, and some maple syrup, and a tiny bit of plant-based milk. So we're going to mix all the wet together, and we're going to mix all the dry together, and then we're going to add the dry to the wet. And then once we've done that, we're going to pop them into those lined mini cake tins. So you could make one big cake tin, or if you've got muffin baskets, can't remember what they're called now. If you've got the muffin cases, then you could actually pop them into muffin cases. Right, now we've mixed all the ingredients, the wet ones together and the dry ones together. Put the dry ones into the wet, and then we're going to mix these together quite vigorously, quite quickly, because the bicarbonate of soda, or baking soda, will start to react with the lemon. Right, that will do. Now I'm going to pop it into those cake trays. Okay, so I'll pop it into two, and I'm going to pop those into the oven at 180 degrees and pop the timer on, and we'll see what they're like when they're cooked. Okay, so this is the second recipe in this recipe. It's like 3 recipes in one. So this is the second option. This is the ginger biscuit option. So it's pretty much the same ingredients with the flour and the baking soda and the baking powder, but we've added some cinnamon and some ginger powder into there as well. And then over on this side in the wet bowl, we've got everything pretty much the same except for the blueberries. So we've got applesauce, maple syrup, a little bit of plant-based milk, a bit of lemon juice, and some vanilla extract. And so that's already pre-mixed. I'm going to put the dry into the wet, mix that all up, and then I'm going to scoop it out with a spoon and dollop it onto a non-stick tray. Okay, so pop the flour over there. Now this little bit needs to be again quite quick, because the baking soda will react with the lemon juice that's in there. Right, now we just get a spoon. Now we put dollops, nice big ones, on our lined baking tin. Right, now pop them in the oven, 180 degrees. 20 minutes. Alright, so the muffins are done. Up there, so we'll just let those cool for about 10 minutes before we pop them out of their casing, and then we see what they're like. Okay, so just shy of 20 minutes and they look done already. So there you go, you just keep an eye on them, you can see that they're browned all over the top, and we'll just let those cool down. You can see that they spread out into like biscuit type shapes. Let them cool down and then we'll give them a taste. Well, just cut up the muffin, and oh wow, absolutely delicious. Juicy blueberries inside, really sweet, really yummy, and that's what's left of it. Well, I hope you enjoy that recipe, and now we're going to try the biscuits. Wow, that's so good. Biscuits, you can see they just turned out completely different, partly because they go a bit more flat, but it's incredible. The same recipe to produce, well, nearly the same recipe to produce such different yummy treats. Well, I hope you enjoy those as much as we do, and let us know what you think.